At what time your class ends? 10.
Sir, 11:45. Sir. Yes, sir.
11:45.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Patil, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Voice network ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಕು.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್.
So can I start the class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಇವತ್ತು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
I will start with last week we discussed about the cultivation practices for teak. So and from today I will discuss some the cultivation practices of Casuarina. It is Casuarina equisifolia. So the Casuarina is a genus of 17 tree species in the family Casuarinaceae. Then it is native to Australia, then also Indian subcontinent, then Southeast Asia and islands of the Western Pacific Ocean and Eastern Africa. Then the Casuarina is a genus of leafless trees. That is, the leaves are modified into needle-like shape, and also the shrubs with dropping branchlets of the rush-like appearance. The mostly natives of this Australia. Then some of them are large and producing a hard and heavy timber for excellent quality, and also it is called as the beef wood palm in its color. So the different when you coming to the different cultivation practices for these Casuarina are a versatile group of plants with a wide ranging adaptability. That is, it is adaptable to all the conditions ranging from salinity, then acidic soils, then also from hot to humid climatic conditions to grow in different environment, and also provide the multiple end users and different the ecosystem services for the nature. Then in India, there is Casuarina equisifolia was introduced during the 19th century, and it is now estimated to be under cultivation in around 500,000 hectares, mainly in peninsular region of Indian subcontinent. Then also the main the feature of these Casuarina equisifolia, the cultivation, it will fix the atmospheric nitrogen through symbiotic association with the bacteria called Frankia. So what is meant by a symbiotic association, Anaga? What is meant by symbiotic association? Anaga, are you there?
Both
what
of them
both of them
benefits each other.
Each other.
Yeah.
What is example? Any examples except Frankia? Any other example?
Sir, lichens.
Lichens. How lichens are benefited?
Fungus and algae, sir.
Huh?
Algae and fungus, sir.
What? Fungus? Which fungus? Rhizobium. Have you heard of Rhizobium? Azotobacter. Yes, Azola, you heard?
Yes, sir.
So the Casuarina wood is with high calorific value. It is a renowned fuel wood in the tropic region. What is meant by these calorific value, Gagan? Gagan, what is meant by calorific value? Gagan, are you there? Gagan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heli, what is mean by calorific value?
Sir, energy store ಮಾಡೋದು. Sir, energy related to energy. ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕೊಡೋದು.
Yeah, related to energy only. Energy. Tell me the definition. What is mean by this calorific value?
ಸರ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅನ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರೋದು.
Sir, energy content in
energy
fuel,
present
sir.
in fuel. That is good. Energy present in the fuel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Simple words ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಗಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ.
Amount of energy released per unit gram of substance.
Then apart from the fuel, the wood is extensively used for paper making, and also it is preferred choice for the biomass based power generation. Okay. The biomass is burned, and from the heat they will generate electricity from this Casuarina equisifolia. Then also the straight cylindrical stems find use in rural housing buildings. Then also scaffolds in the construction sites. Then it is a principal species for developing shelter belts in coastal areas, and also windbreaks for protecting agriculture crops and also the soil. It's also plays a key role in reclamation of mined areas, and also the degraded lands by by the method of afforestation, and simultaneously it allowed the more nutrients to the poor sites. So that coming to the cultivation. Sahadev,
Sir.
mute your mic.
Okay, sir.
ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. And coming to the different nursery practices of these Casuarina equisifolia, then Casuarina seeds are basically small, consisting of 5 to 6 lakhs seeds per kg, and but about half of them are actually immature seeds which do not germinate. Then germination is generally around 30%, and about 30,000 to 1 lakh seedlings are obtained from the kg of the seeds, depending upon the source of seed. That is the collection area, or it may be the size of the seed, or its dormancy, different conditions. And also the efficiency of the nursery. Efficiency of the nursery means preparation of seed bed, then the nutrient content, then fertility, then different methods of nursery beds or nursery practices. Then the seeds are sown in basically in raised beds with mainly the raised bed contains sands, and it is also called as mother beds of the size 10 into 1 meter. You can observe in the image the showing the mother beds with the size of 10 into 1 meter dimension. Then also you can observe these Casuarina seeds. Then also the next, generally no pre-treatment is necessary for these Casuarina seeds. Then 250 grams of the Casuarina seeds are eventually spread by the mixing with fine sand and nursery beds. Then there are overlaid with a thin layer of sand, and these sand beds is covered with rice straw to mainly to prevent the washing of the seedlings while watering, and also by the air. So, and the water is provided throughout through the rose can to maintain the optimum moisture in the nursery bed, and it can be the water is given by the rose can, or maybe the using of sprayers. A suitable repellent is applied to to control the ants and other insects by eating the Casuarina seeds in the seed bed. Then also the seeds start germinating from the 5th day, and the straw is removed on the 7th day to facilitate the germination of or growth of the seedlings, the seeds or seedlings. And they are grown in the mother bed for next 4 to 3 to 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, when 45.
ಸರ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇದು? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇನಾ?
Yes, sir.
Previous slide, sir.
This slide or last slide?
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್
Hello,
ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನು.
Patel.
ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಒನ್ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಒನ್.
Huh?
Previous one, sir. Previous one, sir.
Previous one, huh?
Yes, sir.
This one? ಇದಾ?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Great, sir. Great, sir.
ಇದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿತ್ತಾ?
ಹಾ, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಮುಂದೆ
So,
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
ಇದ್ದಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾ, ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. So mainly water is provided through the rose can and or by using sprayers to maintain the optimum moisture, and then the suitable repellent is applied along with the periphery of the seed bed just to prevent the ants removing the seeds from the seed bed. Then the seeds start germinating from 5th day, and the star is removed on 7th day. Then they are grown in the mother bed up to 3 to 4 weeks. Then after 4 weeks the seedlings attain 8 to 10 centimeter. They are transferred to either secondary beds or to the polythene bags contain the mixture of sand and soil and FOM. Then seedlings are grown in secondary bed for 3 months to obtain a height of 30 to 45 centimeter. Then also a collar diameter of 3 to 5 millimeter. Then mainly the polybag filled with the potting mixture of sand and manures in the ratio of soil, the ratio of 2:1:1, are the suitable for raising these Casuarina seedlings. Then the seedlings may attain plantable size within 2 months, but can be maintained even for 4 to 6 months if the planting may be delayed from rains, or it may be other the conditions. So then coming to the propagation methods, mainly these Casuarina plants are propagated by seeds and vegetative pots. So we discussed the seeds propagation through seeds, and another propagation method is vegetative method of propagation. So these Casuarina trees can be propagated by rooting of the young shoots, that is called as springs, such as the plants produce uniform superior growth in the plantation. So mainly these springs are collected from secondary beds or from the matured tree species. Then also the springs may cut into 8 to 10 centimeter long, and simultaneously it is washed with 5% of fungicide like Vegetative just to control the fungal from the fungal infection. Then lower portion of the shoot is treated with rooting hormone, that is IBA, that is indole butyric acid. So it will enhance the rooting of these the young shoots of this Casuarina epicifolia. Then the treated cuttings or springs are placed in root trainers. Okay, you can observe the in images the root trainers, though containing vermiculate, that is vermiculate means the vermicompost. Then also are treated coir pith. Okay, coir pith means the compost obtained from the coconut shells or coconut pith. Then also, and it is kept in moisture chamber or propagation chamber made by polythene sheets just to provide the good the growth conditions for the or favorable conditions for the growth of the springs. Then the rooting occurs in 15 to 20 days, and then these springs are the shoots are transferred into the poly bags, or it may be maintained in the root trainers also, and grown in the same way as seedlings. Then this is the image showing the bare nursery, root nursery of the Casuarina. mainly used for the springs, or it may be the young shoots collected from these nursery for the vegetative propagation. So, and this is showing the well established Casuarina plantation. First one is in younger or in immature stage. That second one is the mature phase. So then the planting and tending methods of this Casuarina equisifolia. Then Casuarina is planted as a bare root seedlings, or planting them just before or during the rains ensure the high survival especially under rain-fed conditions. Then where irrigation is available, it can it is recommended to plant 1 month before the rain comes. Then also provide the water once or twice a week for the young seedlings. Then land must be preferably displowed twice before planting of the seedlings. Then the pit size of the planting containers raised in the plants, or it may be in polythene bags or root trainers, is 30 centimeter length, then width and breadth. So, and the recommended spacing for mainly the full potential of genetically improved, that is mainly tissue culture plants, or it may be the varieties. Okay, the spacing requirement is 1.5 to 1.5 meter. So the basal dose of 10 gram of SSP, or a single super phosphate per pit before field planting of the seedling is required. Then application of anti-termite solution, that is mainly the chloropyrifos, that is 1 ml of 1 ml of this chloropyrifos is mixed with only a liter of water. It may be needed in mainly in a red soil, because the more the termite problem in the red soil, then or where the problem has been encountered before. So if the no rains received immediately after the field planting of the seedlings, the watering should be done in alternate days. If necessary, for the first 2 weeks, the irrigation should be given for the seedlings. Then the weeding should be done in earlier stage, that is in 3, 6 and 6, 9 and 12 months after the planting of the seedlings, until the canopy closures, whichever is later. Then it requires two prunings need to be taken at the 12 and 24 months after the planting. So coming to the nutrient management, there is fertilizer application. Mainly these fertilizer application is only restricted to irrigation plantation. It is not required the fertilizer application in rain-fed conditions. Okay, the fertilizers will have the maximum effect if applied during the peak growing period of 12 to 24 months. Then farmers generally apply 50 kg of urea, or a diammonium phosphate, that is 50 to 100 kg per hectare 1 year after the planting. Then Casuarina does not need a large quantity of the fertilizer, because then it fixes the atmospheric nitrogen with the help of the bacteria called Frankia. So it is recommended that apply 11 kg of urea and 94 kg of single super phosphate at 4 stages, that is immediately after establishment, that is in initial stage, and after 6 months, 12 months and 18 months after planting. So then coming to another cultivation technique, the silviculture operation, that is called as pruning and intercropping. The pruning is removal of side branches, usually carried out between first and second years. During mainly the pruning should be done in initial stages, that is in second, or it may be in the third year. Then the expenditure for pruning is met by mainly selling of the prune material for it, maybe for the fodder, or it may be the fuel wood. So it is also a common practice to intercrop with groundnut and also the watermelon, or maybe the pulse crop in the first year, before the tree crown start closing in and once the crown starts, so it will cause a shade effect on agriculture crops. Then coming to the different pest and diseases incidents in Casuarina equisifolia. Casuarina has only few major pest and diseases incidents which can lead to economic loss. The mainly the stem borer can find in these Casuarina equisifolia. The large dig up deep tunnels on the main stem, and it may remains inside the tunnels during the daytime, and it emerges out in night times, and it will feed on bark, and it will damage to the tree. So although the trees generally survive, the pole's quality is affected by severe infection by these stem borers. Then affected trees also prone to breaking at the point where the uh, infestation during the heavy winds. So the chemical control of this insect is very difficult, since it is mainly present in the tunnels made by insect. So the insect attack can be prevented by planting the varieties that are mainly unaffected by the insect or maybe the diseases. So the main disease you can observe in these the plantation Casuarina plantation, that is the wilt or blister bark disease. It is mainly caused by the Trichosporium vesiculosum. It results in drying up of the trees, followed by large scale death in the plantation. And the affected trees show the symptoms of drying of leaves, and followed by blisters on the main stem. Then the disease is not considered as serious problem in mainly in Casuarina plantation, because it is usually occurs in plantations older than 4 years age. And there is no effective control measure for these the wilt disease in Casuarina equisifolia. The better method of controlling these wilt disease, that is removing and burning of infected trees, that can maybe prevent the further spreading of the disease to the other trees present in the plantation. So then coming to the different rotation period and the yield of these Casuarina equisifolia, the commonly followed rotation period is 4 years with irrigation and with good cultivation practices. Then also the 6-year rotation period in the rainfed conditions. But the duration varies with greatly with the different areas and different between the farmers. In few areas, places of coastal Tamil Nadu, mainly the irrigated Casuarina is harvested early as 2.5 years of age, whereas in forest department plantations with without irrigation are retained up to 8 years for the harvest. So the plantations with irrigation and fertilizer application yield 100 to 50 tons of the air dried wood up to that is 20 centimeter girth trees. So per hectares in 4 years. Then in rain-fed condition, an average of yield of 75 to 100 tons of per hectare is obtained in 6 years. Mainly it is depending on soil quality, then also the fertility of soil, then also the characteristics of the soil, mainly maybe the structure or the nutrient present in the soil, and also it is mainly depend on the rainfall during the cultivation period. So coming to the different the uses of these Casuarina equisifolia, mainly these Casuarina wood is useful for round wood for fencing and piling. Pilings means the for you the wood is used for the mainly the poles are used for the supporting purpose. Then also the beams, then also rafters, then also the split wood for the fencing, then pilings, and also roofing shingles. Then mainly this Casuarina wood is used in the making of particle boards and pulp wood. Then also this is frequently used in parkway. I will show the different images of what is the particle board and parkway, then roofing signals in further slides. Okay, then the main another use of this Casuarina equisifolia is used as a planted as a windbreaks and shelter beds near coastals, and also some other eroded and degraded lands. Then Casuarina is an excellent wood for the charcoal making because of high calorific value. Then also these Casuarina used for the fuel wood or firewood purpose. Then these Casuarina trees will control the soil erosion by fixing atmospheric nitrogen, and also it will hold the soil very tightly by the roots of this Casuarina equisifolia. Then also some in African countries and other the parts of the world, these trees are used for the tanning purpose. Okay, between 16 to 80% of tannins are obtained from the these Casuarina bark, so that it can be mainly used in different textile, or it may be in other industrial purpose for the coloring, as a coloring agents. So this is some of the pictures showing that is roofing materials made from the Casuarina equisifolia wood. Then this is the poles are pilings that is mainly used for the supporting purpose in mainly in construction, in other purpose. Then also this is another the application of this Casuarina wood, that is the pulp wood mainly used to make the particle boards. Okay, these are a very light material. You can mainly used in home, household, for the household consumption, making mainly for the tables, then other materials. So this is a parquetry, that is a parquetry means the geometric pattern, the arrangement of the wood in a geometric pattern, that is mainly for the flooring purpose. Okay, in homes and other other construction purpose. So this is about different users and different cultivation practices of this Casuarina equisifolia. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. So this is about different cultivation practices of teak and Casuarina. Okay, there is only the two trees species for in your syllabus. One is teak and this Casuarina. Okay. Patel, attendance ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ Patel. ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ? Hemant, are you there? Hemant, Aradhya. ಹೇಮಂತ್, ಅವನು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಮಂತ್. ಪಟೇಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರ, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ? ಪಟೇಲ್
ಸರ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಸರ್
ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ? So if you have any doubt in the cultivation practices of teak and Casuarina, you can ask. Other than these two species, also you can ask, no problem.
ಸರ್ ರೆಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ವುಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ರೆಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೋಗಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ?
ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಈ ತರ ಟೀಕು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾಜುರಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಮುಗಿಲಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೆನ್ಸುರೇಷನ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್, ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ some Miliadubia, mahogany. Okay.
Yes sir.
I'll explain different mainly important species. Okay, mainly commercial species, mainly used in farms and other places. Mainly these Miliadubia. Nowadays these Miliadubia, then also red sandal and sandals are growing in farmlands. Okay, the farmers are very interested to grow these species. So any questions from girls? So you don't put in chat box. Directly you can ask. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಓದಕ್ ಕಷ್ಟ.
Excuse me, sir.
ಕೇಳಿ.
Sir, is there any hybrids in Casuarina?
Casuarina hybrids ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, mainly in Tamil Nadu it is available, I think.
Yes, sir.
They are doing in Tamil Nadu, mainly in the Institute of Tree Breeding and Development ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರಲ್ಲಿ maybe. So they are doing it, I think.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Ah,
Sir, why the application of fertilizers are restricted to rain-fed areas?
what?
So you told under application of fertilizers.
Only restricted to
the very first
irrigated
point.
condition, not for rain-fed.
Irrigated areas.
Irrigated area, not for rain-fed.
Okay.
Because the more we can give more irrigation, no, if irrigation is available, water is available, so that the fertilizer application also, it is a good practice in irrigation condition. But in rain-fed, so maybe the rains will not come in time. So the fertilizer application is a not good practice in rain-fed condition. Okay. Actually, by farmers, these fertilizers and the pesticides, they will not use in these, mainly in tree cultivation. Okay, so it is very costly method. So the farmers are not practicing these fertilizer application and pesticide control of these many diseases and pests by inorganic methods. Okay, mainly what they will do, if once disease or it may be infected by insects, they will remove and they will burn it. That is main practice, and that is one of the cultural method are followed by the farmers.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, girls? Girls, you have any other questions? No questions? So next class I will start with forest mensuration. So if you have any questions in regeneration, or it may be silviculture, or in agroforestry, you can ask. Okay. So for this two crops, I will give notes next week. Okay, you can read. When is your exams? Any idea?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರ್ರಿ ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ.
ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಸರ್
Don't worry about forest exam. Okay, be happy and be safe in the home. ನೋಡೋಣ ಅವರು ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಆಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
You don't worry about marks. You will
Okay,
get more
sir.
than 40-45.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Okay, Patil. Thank you. We'll meet
Thank
next
you,
week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.